나도 인데 군주 네가 송주 자的你们他们也不来。
Today is the last day of teachings during this winter Dharma gathering.
这个年了嘛，就东西，都他跟嘛就东西。
So I will begin by reading from the Jewel Ornament of Liberation.
나봐 나베 최시 방식 가르베 최시 덴바라라 바세자 전주기 섬기 미제베 탑디 시에나 전주람드레네게 데네 겨와 시엔도 장되도 지기 주베 라바용 송시에 송소 라바 가는 시에는 유송기 주변도래 대한 나베 최시니 지게도 유송 전주섬이 최시는 데는 전주기 섬 개버리도 시간이 되다디 시에발라서 송소 대다가 되는 라마도 쳐버로 류바다 先给别人们把那绝巴结巴的，sem给别城市上把那适当次数结巴们被绝巴的，sem进了有句绝巴哦，个别确实啊，这个都，有时候城市上把确实来的呢，叫他们就是结巴他的城市是我都有的，城市人不了托给巴的，怕嘛都结巴民族了，时间线了先把那说送送，太大个团队呢，写信都说个这样最没办法的，sem进他就给完了就是这样。 대한 티버침을 개화는 거봐다 샘개비 전주서마로 땜바 상계기 두시 대연이 초주줘봐다 샘전 탐지하라 유규만 임바 합의 삼배 내버 차오 대라 나베체 당부티 되는시나 라마다 캠보다 러변다 진내라서 최 다라 루심기 주매된 공과나 대다가 소리야 마소로 예로 마예로 감체로 총으로 우코로 마코로 튜스레 대바 님베말에는 자심처럼 대인님을 가벼추야당고 시시도 쏘고지야 주민마와다라 내버려 차오 나베추니바데 시에나 시엔타게 계획내세버는 교백계도 슈베 300 교백계바데 콘 교백계로 마기는 튼수기는 것도 년배 년배 말렘나 자심처럼 대인님으로 가벼추니바 심자탐지 개발하고지 대한 티버침을 개화는 거 봐라 매버 차오 나버치 수버데 시에나 샘게베 가사지라 시에당은 뒤견셔바 대한 타마기 견을 저기로 추기 견을 저기로 머리야로 고도야로 미기 체계로 마체계로 잠비 갸로 주비갸로 퇴갸로 마퇴갸로 가야로 마가야로 튀즈기는 곳은 예별 말에나 자심처로 대인님으로 가벼치 수바 샘게베 전전서만 상계기 두시기 대연이 초주 저바 대란 매버 차오 나베치 시보시대 시에나 시바데 시에나 심제 강으로 원래 유기 삼배 소소 지체바데 그 서로 마서로 콜로 뇌장 뇌로 마뇌로 튀즈기는 무슨 예배 말입니다 자심처럼 대인님으로 나베 깔베치 시바 심제는 합에 삼배 내버 차와시바 란데람 마치바 팬다버도 삼바데 차오 담배주 이신기 너무 타바를 무지게는 멤버 전주도 심게베 랍자 때문에 류디 주바오.
To explain the fifth point, abandoning the four black actions and nurturing the four white ones, which constitutes the means for not forgetting bodhicitta. The Lamp for the Path to Awakening says, to remember this in other lives as well, carefully observe the precepts thus explained. What are these precepts explained? The Kashyapa Chapter Sutra states the following with respect to the four dark actions. For instance, Kashyapa, a bodhisattva possessing these four things will forget his bodhicitta. What are these four? They are, and so forth. To summarize them, the four black actions are to deceive a guru or person worthy of receiving offerings, To summarize them, the four black actions are to deceive a guru or person worthy of receiving offerings. Second, to cause others to regret actions that should not be regretted. Third, to speak improperly to a bodhisattva who has generated the bodhicitta. And fourth, to engage with sentient beings through pretense and deceit. With respect to the four white actions as well, the same sutra says, Kashyapa, Should a bodhisattva possess these four, then in all future lives the bodhicitta will definitely manifest from birth onward. Without any interruption, that bodhisattva will never be forgotten until that bodhicitta will never be forgotten until enlightenment is attained. What are these four, and so forth? To summarize the four, they are: first, never knowingly to tell lies, even should it cost your life. Second, to establish all beings in virtue, and further, to establish them in Mahayana virtue. Third, to consider a bodhisattva, meaning one who has taken the bodhisattva vow, as being the teacher, the enlightened one, and to proclaim that person's qualities in every quarter. And fourth, to constantly abide within a noble disposition of mind, free of pretense and deceit toward any sentient being. I will now explain the first black action and its opposite, the white action. If, with an intention to deceive, you have actually been deceitful toward anyone worthy of offerings, meaning a guru, an abbot, a preceptor, or a person who is an object of your giving, the bodhisattva vow is broken, unless you do something to remedy the fault within a single watch of the day. It does not matter whether the person knew they were being deceived, whether or not the deception caused displeasure, whether it was a major or minor deception, or whether or not the deceit actually worked. Whatever the case, the vow is broken. The remedy to this is the first white action, which is, in all circumstances, to avoid the intentional telling of untruths, even should that put your life at risk. The second black action occurs in relation to the virtuous actions of others. It involves trying to make them feel remorseful by stirring up notions of regret. In this case of generosity, we could take the giver as an example. Although that person did a good deed, someone else may try to stir up regret by saying that in days to come, the loss of resources caused by the generosity will leave the giver hungry and a beggar, and then what will they do? If this black action is not remedied within a watch of the day, the bodhisattva vow is broken, whether or not the person actually does regret the deed. The remedy for this is the second white action, to establish all beings in virtue, in particular the Mahayana virtue. The third black action occurs through anger or hatred and involves talking about the faults of someone who has taken the bodhisattva vow. They may be ordinary faults or dharma failings addressed directly to that person or indirectly, and it could be done in a pleasant or unpleasant way. Whether or not the bodhisattva concerned is disturbed by what has been said, the bodhisattva vow is broken unless this is remedied within a watch of the day. The remedy is the third white action, to conceive of anyone who has taken the bodhisattva vow just as you would conceive of a Buddha, and to let their qualities be known everywhere. The fourth black action entails intentionally trying to deceive anyone at all. Unless remedied within a watch of the day, this will break the bodhisattva vow, whether or not the person is aware of the deception and whether or not any actual harm is done. The remedy is the fourth white action, to act always with the noblest of intentions towards beings. This means intending to benefit them without any self-interest. This then concludes the 10th chapter on how to develop aspirational bodhicitta of the ornament of precious for liberation, a wish-fulfilling jewel of sublime dharma.
세상 가장 시외다 천딜라 천주세 미년배 주 달랍지 시지송벌에 린주사나 랍지 시부텔라 랍점시기 드그레베스 대점기 가르에 천주세배 당아주 멤버 천주세 심기가 랍지 대점기 초고를 해서 랍입니다. 대점기 미쳐버려스 가르레스나 다지 소소탑에 도마도 지미나 가르 체 타진을 두차디어래 드리주산에 미지질이야 그랑 가수다지 그랑 가수다지 마시바도 수아 마도지기 데라하지 메이브래 전주선배 돈바사디 안데니 전주와도 비바도 송고요래 단도나 데니 전주와도 쓰듯사네 데니 상마예바도 송고요래 다 상기 이고마 도야래야 다 거간다 지 가수에 뒤주망고 지고요래 인주산다 개와네 개와 처럼 제네 가다 전주 있으면 마냥부지 고유의 인주산에 챈들라 마냥비 줄라라바 좀씩 미해마 개와 치마다 디치마 난도나 새롭시엔 다도 전주 있으면 미제부지 고유의 인주산에 대미집에 탑을 나가지다 대미집에 줄라라가디 개좀 차려
Yesterday, I explained the 4 causes to prevent bodhicitta from declining or decreasing within this life. And so you might wonder whether training in these 4 precepts is enough. Is that enough to maintain our aspirational bodhicitta? The answer is it is not. The reason is because this is unlike the unlike the pratimoksha vows. The pratimoksha vows are cancelled at the time of death. They are vows that we take for one lifetime until the time of death, and we have to keep them from that, but they do not last any longer than that. But the bodhisattva vow is a vow from now until enlightenment. And until enlightenment means until Buddhahood. And achieving Buddhahood takes a long time. It takes many lifetimes. So from birth to birth, from lifetime to lifetime, we must never let our bodhicitta decline. And so it is not enough just to make sure that our bodhicitta does not decline in this life. We need to make sure that that our bodhicitta will not decline in our next life and in future lives, basically in all of our other lifetimes. And so we need to put efforts into the methods to prevent it from declining. We need to put efforts into the causes of maintaining bodhicitta.
Dini injusane usungi shubendone labja shizeni sungares shishi chedengi jigi deseni sungares 제가 이 대전이 어디 아니 숨쉬 때문에 채고래스 다들 대전이 뭐 가르잖아 까나 취기 랍지 차디어래 까르부 취시 가르다 까르부 취시 나부 취시 이제 된 유산에 다들 랍지 내가 채고하러 지입니다.
So the sutra requested by Kashyapa gives 2 sets of 4 precepts. And these 2 sets of 4 precepts are precepts that we need to keep and that we need to apply. And these are the 4 black and the 4 white actions. So there are 4 white actions and there are 4 black actions, and we need to keep these precepts and apply them.
다 까본나고 시리아디를 버지 표기 타니를 집회배 노코란 나로래야 유승시비 노코란 나로래야 에너지 까르베 쉬시다 나고 쉬시사데 까보던 나고 타니 게 제요 말에 조어도 다가다 나고스라고야 대파 방체 인상 디차를 나고 임버체 까르보스라고야 주제는 수 랑체 인상 디주제를 되네 아니 까르보스라고야 간다 드네지
To call them the 4 white and the 4 black actions is actually a Tibetan term. In the sutra itself, it does not say the white actions or the black actions. These terms are not used. But when we say the black actions, what black action means is the actions that need to be given up. So these are black. White actions means those actions that we should do, so they're the white actions. And this is a term that seems to have been given to them in Tibet.
다들아야 다당부디 나고 취시리야 나고 취시 뽕하나 라바디 그래 다오나 나고 취시리 가르카레스 무진 체비미나.
And so the first set is the 4 set of black actions. These are actions that need to be given up. So what are these 4 black actions?
다들이야. 아니 라마도 최버로 당부디 라마도 최버로 봐 루아사. Nibadi Shen Göbe Nema Imbala Göbe Geba Sumbadi Sim Gebe Chanju Samba Lam Sheranga Tsu Jeva Maimba Chavas.
The first of the four black actions is the first of these four black actions is to deceive a guru or someone worthy of respect. The second is to make someone regret something that does not deserve to be regretted. And the third is to speak improperly out of anger toward a bodhisattva who has roused bodhicitta.
Shivadi Simjena Yugu Jabas.
And the fourth is to deceive and or fool sentient beings.
Ta dinalo Tangbudi Lamado Cheveru Lua Sadi Ta Tangbudi Titolian Jishe Dudu Shine.
And so to explain the first of these, not deceiving a guru or those worthy of respect.
Tadelea Lama the Chevro Basad, Lama T, that Lama de Lama Che, Rang Lama Che, and Chevro Basidusane, and the G Kajureda. Delia Kembo down, Lobian down, Jibenes, Jinella Soba, Takanda Mambuji, Sonsha, Tandona, Dinaloric, Lama down, and Dana Singi, Chebroeba, Guerebe, Daji, Sing, the data of the Lubi Bina.
So here, the gurus, or those worthy of respect, the gurus mean your lama. The guru is a lama, this means your lama. Those worthy of respect mean, for example, kempos, masters, acharyas, and those who are recipients of your generosity. So when we say the gurus and those worthy of respect, or those who deserve honor, if we deceive the people who are in this field or in this group, then this is one of the four black actions.
Telea Lusungi Dadi Lusungi Da Lusungi Dolabre una chanda Lusungi Ligur Chariare. The Kunjo Zibek. Dode Gujo Zibe, Da Liu Chadiore. Trinidustan Yusungi Liun Nalolea, and Carson or Sanata, Lama the Chevro Bassa Digi, Yumersun Dusana Carsata, Nabushi Nane Chet, Shin Tangutigi, Yumersun Dusane, Yusum Soyum. Tangbuti Lovenche, Lama. Niba de Lama Che, Sumba de Jine so, Yusumchi.
So in the sutra requested by Kashyapa, and actually this is not a whole sutra, it's not an entire sutra, it is actually a chapter that is found in the Ratnakutta Sutra. And so within this chapter of the requested by Kashyapa, it says that the first of these four black actions is deceiving the guru and those deserving respect. So here it mentions three different objects of this. The first would be your masters. The second would be your guru, and the third is recipients of generosity.
Lore Dembe Zeshama, Danzo, Jagatola, Jenhui, Pusa Sumre. Takong Zeshava. Dina Lolea, and Loben the Lamadan, Jinesa, the Shikakuan Sana. Kashwada, 로벤 사디 가르지 차와다 딱하다 람된 생계를 지려 차와다 차와만 이마 람된 생계만 advisor 가르지 로벤 사디마 람된 생계 ene didijilia baji kode ge bichi lama saadi rani la ji pember debe chane lama saadi jine saadi robyon ya mayinge lama ya mayinge ina ya yuende na demba tinje ge khasa te zulia ene jines didiji gyo yi bre.
There is a commentary on this chapter that was written by the Indian master Lodra Temba. And in this it explains what we mean by the master, the guru, and the recipients of generosity. When we say the master or the acharya, what we mean is someone who advises us, an advisor who directs us about what should be done and what should not be done. So that is how we should understand the acharya, as that sort of advisor or teacher. And the second is the guru. And the guru is presented in terms of someone who benefits us. The third is the recipients of generosity. Recipients of generosity means other people who have good qualities who are not included in the first two categories.
sumbu kanung ji la ane rangi be xie xin gang zu ne ane ji go gor dang nian de ne sumar me xian lu de ne go dang nian de ne ane zu xie be yi na zu xie ne ta du je paru bo di da ga rue ko yi bi na da de na bu che tang bu yin su.
And so with any one of these three categories, if we knowingly and intentionally try to deceive or to fool that person by telling a lie, in the end, if the other person understands it, then it is one of the four black dharmas or four black actions.
다들의 니바디 신교변의 마인발 교바차를 주고 하사들. 교변의 마인바 소루산 가르스나 교변의 마인바디 집 교바차부터 부지레스. 텔라 교바차 주고티라 가르다지 교바차발은 교바차 주고. 자, 들으시고 알아요.
The second of the four black actions is to make someone regret something that should not be regretted. And so something that should not be regretted, this means a virtuous action. So this action means making people regret virtuous actions that should not be regretted.
Dona yu gewa chebala 가지고 gewa chebal은 교바다 미데메 가사지라 교바 메딩에 가사지라 아니 교바께 쭉 교바께 쭉 인삼에 꾸네라데 아니 신 교베 내면 발은 교바체 가지고 교바 제 쭉보입니다 다데 나베 주님의 차대 말이죠.
So if there's an individual who has done something virtuous, who does not regret that, we then think, I will try to make this person regret what they have done, and think and try to make them regret it or feel remorseful, then this is the second black action.
다이나 겁들이야. 배나 가져와. 고 신 교바께 주고 삼 교바께를 죽느냐 신 교바께 마소나 네바 용거래 말했어 라비미나 다다 지 gyoba gerong ma gerong paru boden gyoba gerong ma gerong 다는 신기 고고 요 투로 마 투로 터두 간단 고란 gyoba 마잖아 고 코네 마 코나 고몽로 마모로 간다라야 소수이기 따가들 삼조로 든지 키체네 가서가 자와 든지 셰비 유산에 삼바도 저와 든지 셰비 유산 디 유산 되네 아니 저주 sem명 그래서
If, for example, we try to make someone regret something that they shouldn't regret, but if they do not regret it, then is it an offense? Well, whether they regret it or not, whether they feel regret or not, whether they're deceived or not, whether they're fooled, whether we confuse them or not, because we have that intention and action, if we engage with that intention and action, then that will then weaken or violate our bodhicitta.
다들 숨바디 셈게베 전주 선발라 샤랑그 츠수제바 마임바 제바 사드
The third is to say inappropriate things to a bodhicitta who has generated bodhicitta.
다들이야 가르주래 다들 가르잖아 다들 셈게베 전주 선발사데 위숭기 리윈 잡아데 로베 루르데메 제샤와 디나로래야 안파지 티부침불 양다바쇼베 아니 셈제사 소치바지 드르송 소시샤베 소치레 드레인두산의 디균센데네 다 티부침불 쇼밤 다도라지 셈게라데베 가사 탐제리야 가르죠 고고야지 이스라엘
When we say a bodhisattva who has roused bodhicitta, in the commentary by Lodar Tempa on the chapter requested by Kashyapa, it says this means that someone who has truly entered the Mahayana, an individual who has truly entered the Mahayana. So what this means is someone who has entered the Mahayana path, or an individual or any individual who has developed bodhicitta.
단도나 디된다다 가르사나 유티버 첨불라 티버 첨불라 슈바 선한다도 간다 티버 첨벽이 지 심게라 되면 가사 디들이야 셰당이 꾼내랑데 에너지 나가 저와 왜 주뮤고네 나가 저와 주뮤고네 에네 셴래야 따가주에 지 나가 마임바 선한다도 간다 지 계제 두자로 지좀 계제 두자 메랍 지 미신달에 지 버리고리아 메베츠 된제가 관에 엔다 가주에 가주 츠수제바 선한다도 다하다 나바 마임바 제비미나 다데 나부치 수바이스
The meaning of this is if there is an individual who has entered the Mahayana, an individual who has roused bodhicitta, then if motivated by hatred or by anger, we say verbally, we say harsh words. That is, we say words that are not of praise. We say, to put it colloquially, to say bad things. We criticize the person. If we speak badly of the person and say words that are not praiseful, then this is the third of the black actions.
다들 엔 타마디 심제를 유규제바사디.
The last one is to deceive sentient beings.
다 심제를 유규제바사데 가라서나 수수 되는데 닝구를 녀바도 굴들라 소발을 차네 다 된데게 거네 가다지 심제 셴래야 유규죄버제 요도 주사데 요사데 가르사나 랑게 녀바 종와세나도 랑게 녀바 랑네 녀바 예베네데 녀바디 매 노도로 봐 급체 녀바 게버 스트레지를 요하세요다 유사데 가르사나 연대 매신도 연대 예받은 속다를 때야 될래야 유스요래 너는 유규죄버제 심제 셴래야 다 가르쳐 소소리자 교매노도 연대여 노도로 대체지 되고네 심제 셴래야 간다라 지 장부만이베 고네 아니 심제 셴 루탑차데 루에게 탑시샤데 나비추 시바레스
To deceive sentient beings means that out of attachment to gain and to honor, we try to deceive other sentient beings. There are two aspects to deceiving. In Tibetan, it's two different syllables. And the first of these, yo, means so the first way of deceiving is by trying to hide faults that our own faults and own wrongs. To pretend as if we didn't have any faults. It's like being hypocritical or hiding our own faults. The second aspect of it is in Tibetan represented by the word ju, which means to pretend that we have qualities, to pretend that we have qualities we do not actually have. And so with these two aspects of hiding our faults and pretending to have qualities we do not have, if we then try to deceive other sentient beings, so pretending we don't have faults and pretending that we do have qualities, if we then, out of dishonesty, try to deceive sentient beings, then this is the fourth black action.
단도나 나왜 최시오디 몽과디 좀제 과토도를 쓰라비미나 수수 다께와 신도 전주기심 원도 교야래야 아니 나고 최시오디 제비는 원도 교야를 기치거래서 근데 비균살라 때네 아니 깨와 신도 지 가수라다지 심게 맞제바 전주기심데 미제바지 영화 근데 채도 아니 다다 나고 최시 예 나 다다 나고 최시보다 봉와라 전국에서
So we must give up these four black actions. And the reason why we need to give up these four black actions is that in future lives we also have to manifest bodhicitta. But if we commit the four black actions, this will impede bodhicitta from arising in future lives. And so it is in order that we not forget bodhicitta in future lifetimes that we need to make efforts to give up the four black actions.
다디 나회学习的那光都是什么这是
We have discussed the four black actions.
다들의 가별学习的다 가르쳐 주입니다. 다 가별 学习的党部的谢心说个气啊，居民们切，你把的甚至他们就给完了，个性，哪把都要听不清没给完了个吧是，送把的sem给别全是sem把啦，三个律师给呢，这原的出去找吧是，大的呢是把的甚至他们这啦，有句没吧，哪个300过呢？但他们300过呢，那不是这些啥。
These four white actions are to never knowingly tell lies, even should it cost your life, to establish all beings in virtue, and especially to establish them in the Mahayana virtue, And to consider any bodhisattva, that is, one who has taken the bodhisattva vow, as being the Buddha, the enlightened one, and to proclaim that person's qualities in every quarter. To constantly abide within a noble disposition of mind, and fourth, to constantly abide within a noble disposition of mind, free of pretense and deceit toward any sentient being.
다 될래양 당고대 시신 수학체 주민와 사들에 다들 가르스나 지게 거바 치중 관계체도 있네야베 가주에 시신도 수수에게 삼시 전신도 주시해요 말스 다 거바 체어서도 저 수학체도 있네야다 거바 총아 베나 지 가주에 세계 점 이체도 있네야 아니 시신도 가서 주셔야 말았어. 시신도 고바매버 주셔야 말았어.
So the first of these is not to tell a lie even at the cost of your life. So this means whatever the reason is, whatever your purpose is, it is to not knowingly or to not wittingly tell a lie. And the scale of the lie, the greatest lie, would be a lie that you lie in order to save your life. A smaller lie would be to lie for the sake of a laugh or a joke. So it is to not tell any. So this is to not tell lies.
아네 다들에 다도나 도나도도디 유심진 강화로래야 그봐 개치중 관계체도 있네야 아니 시신도 주마와 봉한데 나부처 가자 나 가르부처 당부 나부처 당부기 년부 자대요레스
So the main point here is that it is to not knowingly tell a lie for any reason to any particular sentient being. So this is the first white action, which is the antidote for the first black one.
다 니버디 심제담지 개화는 그 다바도 티버침비 개화는 거 사디 말에 다디 가르스나 지당기 다 뉴제르진 숨사지 온디 요래 드린 뉴스단에 되게 기부름 리타숨세나다도 리제숨세나다도 딱아래 내급 즉 탈베네도 뭐 요어돼서 에너지 덴드규란 거 되네 탈베네도 교바다 탐제 에네 안 타베람는 거 탐제 개면네도 교바 탐제 안 탐제 개베람는 거 안 다나 신기 개와라 슈바 서머베 지 개와 중겐데 솔레야베 싱드에체 대달의 제수 이랑와체 드르셔고레소
So the second one is to bring sentient beings to virtue, especially the Mahayana virtue. So here there are three different types of sentient being. These are, you can also call them the three types of people. So there are those who are not, in the short term, who are not capable of enlightenment or of liberation, is to bring them to onto the path to the higher realms. Those who are capable of liberation should be brought on the path to liberation. And those who are capable of omniscience should be brought onto the path to omniscience. So this means that they're brought into virtue. So this means so that we get them to do virtue. It also means that we praise those who do virtue and rejoice in them.
드니 뉴스안에 티버침볼로 고고레 수아데 티버침뷰르제인 티버침뷰고 lamlo gewalang go res ya tiwa shimbu gi geba da medemba da thamje ya karju la da mi tiwala go res on den ju sane tan dona karju karju da ji simje gewalang go ba 다 드르차디 안 가슈 니바 나슈 니베기 녀보이브레
Now, bringing them into the Mahayana virtue means that those beings who are of the Mahayana family should be brought to practice the Mahayana path. Those who have those who do not. So these are those who have the fortune for the Mahayana. But those who do not have the fortune of the Mahayana should be brought on the path to of the divine and the human. So in brief, this means bringing sentient beings into virtue, and this is the antidote for the second of the black actions.
다드네 숨바디 섬게비 진주 섬발라 덴베 두시게네 엔데유데 추수 조고레소
So the third is to think of any sentient being who has roused bodhicitta as a Buddha and to proclaim their qualities in 10 directions.
다디 윤데 추주르 조고레 추시르 조고레 사데 초줄란 로네 베 조고레 산데 초주르 로네 조고 마레스 조데 수수기 죄람넘시 간데 셰베 걸리네 다 죄람넘시 세나다 다가다 수수기 니리그 소외 나로리아 대윤데 죄나티 드거 마가베 초시 참게 초시는 로네 에네게 야고 마레스 다가는 신기 양윤데 줘야 될 뇌다네 조고레 마다야 윤데 딩산지 윤데 조체나 야 미카시 차도 사용도 람상 나 드링두스 않고 윤데 셰 고스텔라 现这个人，这些某个是在两样忙不起啥现象呢？韩国地方所谓坚持的原因上，那点我看出来，人性惨不住气，这结果的开始不下来是。
Now, proclaiming their qualities in the 10 or the 4 directions, this does not mean that we necessarily need to go traveling to all 10 directions and proclaim their qualities. The main thing is that no matter what it is that we are doing, and whatever our conduct is, that is, whatever we're doing within the context of our life, we need to proclaim their qualities. It doesn't mean that we need to travel off to each direction, each quarter of the world and proclaim their qualities. Now also, when we are proclaiming the qualities, we need to look and see if the person we're proclaiming them to is an appropriate person to receive them. The reason is that sometimes when you proclaim qualities, it is possible that some people might get envious. And so we need to examine them. And those who are able to hear it, then it's fine to proclaim the qualities. Those who are not able to hear it, then we do not, because it might become a condition that would prompt them to do a misdeed. So what this means is that we need to do this in moderation and appropriately.
단도는 전주 선발이야. 다들 마셔 다. 단도는 전주 선발이야. 삼바 수수기 굴롱게 덤베 두시샤네. 데라 가수에 년바보로 외신 300. 하장배 위원대배 미신다 로를 마셔는데 뭐인바. 외신 300개. 아니 거법기 위원대나 아버지버디 가르쳐 숨바 나주 숨배기 년보유말.
And so brief, this means that we have the intention or the motivation of thinking of a bodhisattva as being our teacher, the Buddha, and then proclaiming their qualities to those people who are appropriate listeners. This means that we don't need to tell them about qualities that they will not be able to get their minds around. It means that we talk about qualities that they are able to hear, that are appropriate for them to hear. So this is the antidote for the third of the black actions.
다들의 시버디 심전 탐지를 유유 모임배 관에 학배 삼배 내가 채고 레손 다들 가르쳤잖아 학배 삼배들이야 다다 위숭기 리윈데바 로벨로데 인자je 바티나 학배 삼배사디 삼바 장부 장샤제 알부 진짜지야 지식교육 요소래 엔신 람 지가 가져에 람저 데바 신 다가 나올래야 학배 삼배사디 다외 신제번 집에 다들 내게 학배 삼바 드리지리야 지식교육 요소래
So the fourth is to, with a mind free of pretense and deceit, is to always have a pure attitude or a noble disposition. So the pure attitude in the commentary on the chapter requested by Kashyapa by Lodrutempa, it says that this pure attitude or the pure intention means that we always have a straightforward and honest intention. This is how it is explained there. In other commentaries on the lamp for the path to enlightenment, it is explained that this means that we should have the attitude of always cherishing others more than ourselves.
단도나 심지 강으로 원래야 저기 요즘에 학습 넘버 가게 토네 네 지금 내가 tel이야 내가 돼 가르쳐 쉬어셔 나중에 쉬에 님보이메래.
And so in brief, always remaining within this pure attitude or noble disposition to all sentient beings without any pretense or deceit is the fourth white action and the antidote for the fourth black one.
다디 바지 까나 최게데 바지 휴심베 소르제 라버도 가비 최시디 냠솔랭과 그바 균전 카레레스라비미나 딩냠솔랑 바기미나 깨와 탐지도 깨마타도 전주기 쓰면도 교와 다 전주기 쓰면 귤이야 그바 근데 요레스 드림이 균전 때네 네 가르르다 가르치시보다 냠솔랭과 계심을 했어.
So that finishes the explanation of the four white and black actions. And the reason in particular for describing, the reason and purpose for describing the four white actions is that if we practice them, then as soon as we are born in any lifetime, then bodhicitta will immediately become evident. We will immediately rouse bodhicitta. And so this is the purpose of the four white actions.
배수연도 시에입니다. 아주들이 배수연 제 부분에 가상의 배수량 뭐지 배수연 제 부분에 나올래야 손대백 배드주래. 다들이야 나고 최실이야 배여비면에 배송요래. 가르베 최실이야 미세기 다 배송요만에. 드링 주산다 나고 최실난다 배창말라고 하는데 배카시지. 쉬비네야 보면서 섬차서.
Now, as I mentioned yesterday, there are many analogies that are given in the text, the vase of jewels. And there are analogies for the four black actions there. There are no analogies for the four white actions, but I thought I would explain some of the analogies for the black actions, though not all.
디나로래야 예 배시 가르다 나부쉐실 배시 중요하래. 디나는 배 타마디 ngapa marchong sa be jo ta di chu na sometimes ngapa marchong ging base.
So the four black actions, there are analogies for each of them, but there is an analogy for the fourth of the action, which is the analogy of the mantric practitioner who sells meat.
우마지 ngakwa ji ares 위리야 위스도 라사키 위 라세기 다 가로 위장기 위로와 위리야 ngakwa 저랬어. 그 마라톤 거 알았어. 그 마라톤도 산에 그 야마 입지중 가르래 야마 입 지금 인데게 이나 치중이 있어요. 알았어.
Excuse me, I think there should be someone selling butter, not meat. There was in, the analogy is that in central Tibet, in the region of Lhasa, there was a tantric practitioner who sold butter. And he had two measures made, 2 measures of a kilo. Now they were the same shape, but they were in 2 different sizes.
다 고란 파트 입지버체 이나 그 야말 치중에 되버 직든지 써야 알았어. 다그 충어디 야마 충어디 그 부동나나 배셔스. 아니 야마 체디 엔 밀미디아치 또 샤셔스. 그래서 총체 제가 나가려야 총체에 거리야 엔 미신다다 지금 가르쳐다 공세 지기운도 사네. 아니 가르쳐야 다 공세 지게 거리야. 아니 그다 야마 첨부를 차비나. 다게요 말 니지다 교랑기 야마 교랑기 가르쳐다지 야마 치중 교랑기 당과 치스. 엔디 가르쳐다 게요 말스다. 니제다 네 디스 뱅에 경쿠르초스 되게 라고르스.
So he had these 2 measures that were the same shape, but they had different volumes. And so he hid the smaller one in his sleeve, and he would show the larger one to others. And so when he was doing business doing business with others, and when they were setting the prices, he'd show them, and he would tell people, "Oh, it's no problem. You don't worry about this. You can take you can have however much you like. I can take a loss."
다 야마치중 교랑은 너버치래서 코티스 베고인 다 빼야본도 웃삼 코텔이야 다 가수에 고인데베 버루들이야 그 야마디 제고 잡지 야마충은 수대 야마충은디 그 부동난 수대네 에는 그 가수다 뒤치고 알았어 가자 총치고 알았어 다가는 신경 안 하죠 이미네 상부 칠을 때 년밥에 나도 샤네 에는 미신다 고고디 알았어.
And so the other person would be a little bit distracted by this. They'd say, "Oh, that's great." Then they'd be distracted, and while they were distracted, then he'd take the other measure out from his sleeve and hide the bigger one, and he'd use the other one when doing the sale. And so it's like the same way with us. We always show our good side on the outside, and we hide our bad side inside.
드레인 주산에다 제대로 제제 베나지 탄 총지 제외 걸리나 텔로 상로 제 텔로바 상로바스 산에다 가서 야말로바 근데 쟤네 탑게 주된 그 권에 랑 개월 차디 전주스 뭐 말했어. 드레인 주산에 디균센 때네 전주 삼바사디 엔다 간다 지가르에 경다 보고 랑게는 캐르게가 셴라데 사르 치체제 간다 셴 심제 탐제 랑을 자쳐지 즈모도 비비냐 셴 심제 탐제 랑다 냠바르지 되지 즈고레스 디균전을 때네 나 가르르다지 심제는 유규죄바 차디 에는 전주 선배께 죄바다 개월에 소인다.
So it's that way. We should, even when we're doing business, we should. It's like we shouldn't cheat on the measures. We shouldn't use the wrong measures or cheat on the measures. Because if we try to achieve, to gain the victory, gain the profit for ourselves, that is not the action of a bodhisattva. A bodhisattva, what we call a bodhisattva, should be as it is said, taking loss and defeat upon oneself and giving profit and victory to others. And so, even if we are unable to consider that other sentient beings are more important than ourselves, we should at the very least consider that other sentient beings are equal to ourselves. Because if we do not, then it violates the conduct, or it is contradictory of the conduct of a bodhisattva. So I think would also be good to explain the third of the analogies, and this is for the third black action, which is we must not say harsh words to bodhisattvas out of hatred. And the analogy is of barking like a dog.
And that she was suri. Get them. Diane unit and edge casual lawyer mata. Get you that chumdro. Got tanya near Leon Dusan and could get diamonds. Or Tagana singi in around some mission that is around the Nyamba Chadu, around the days dark casualty, Rangan Gold Judo, Sansaruchan, Tachi Subanazicente, Casual Bezi, Casuda, consumer Juba Lumni, the Chigares. That is Kilo Mayor. Dark and the king and Batizu, Najin study. Can't you socialia? That didn't say she damaged. I would show my son. Choosing that you socialista, Casual, Susu Ishishira Ishishira and didn't say she damaged that gang shoot Dabche. That country casual juba. Be look you said about Lum Kisuban and Siji Chedi orders.
So the analogy is of being like a barking dog. And so what this means is that when you in Tibet, when you have nomads, the nomads have dogs, and the really big and powerful dogs, they keep tied up, and they don't bark so much. They keep them tied up, and it's the smaller dogs that aren't as good dogs, that aren't as strong dogs. They let those free, and those dogs really bark all they can. So when they see someone from far off, those dogs will. I think I'm missing it. Maybe not.
I don't know.
When they see when those dogs,
bad dogs.
When the bad dogs see people from far off, then the bad dogs will bark quite a bit and make a lot of noise. But when the person actually comes by, it looks like they're going to jump all over them, but they won't actually do anything. Where it's really the good dogs that are kept that are really good kept that are kept tied up and don't bark so much. And so it's the same for us with others. It's like when we see others and see others' qualities, we're like those barking dogs. We make all the noise we can. We say all sorts of different things. So we're like those bad dogs. I think that this is a sign that we lack confidence in ourselves. We don't have confidence in ourselves, and so when we feel this, then we're willing to say anything about all sorts of other bad things about other people, and it's a sign of not having confidence in ourselves.
Yeah. That another new situation. And that kare di tagging liu jubadu du sabre and lo jemalia liu juji bane ma mutuni sharp to simada. That lo jema re. And
so now we have finished the 10th chapter of the Jewel Ornament of Liberation. And so we will continue with the 11th chapter from next winter.
An baje lo jema de ni don job ge gin dawa thang bye gi che da dari gu ne ni shu zhe shi ba do ba che ge man ro sam ba da ta de che che bi mi na ju me da are de ji me gu ju ting nga ba ti.
And so next winter will be 2018. We will, according to the current plans, we will hold the 5th Arya Kshema Winter Dharma Gathering from the 9th to the 24th of January 2018.
다들 이 뉴스는 다리 가르쳐오다. 안다드 마시 로 제말레 차야깔라 하보레 로 디 제말 직제나 차베 레와요레.
It will be difficult for us to finish the text next winter, and so it'll probably be the next year when we finish, or there's hope that we might finish the next year.
다 간다야 안다리 지 순수 샤디 안 마시네 강주 마시네 다디 그 유군주에 샤 나무 그 유군주시 인디제 그 유모람체 도시 주사는 디 링리아 다번 다와 지 니즈 링리아 안다 다 레가를 망보시 최고야 처여위 인두산에 안 주메 구주 그 레두산 안 베지 갈라간선으로 집에 수부 에 탕으로 채 안데 제 인두산에 안 다시 순주에 뒤에네 약보지 사만은 신지 슈도야 돼 갈라가버려 쳐도 다 이면에 지다 가주에 가주도도로 좀 아쉬우래 인두산에 안디게 남가르 지 개외 차선을 장도 야나지 상배차 로 예비미나 안디다 담지게 경 정로려야지 토벤스야 선을 장도 안지 펜토용하기 저슈유.
Actually, with these teachings, we first have the Kaju Gunsha, then we have the Kaju Munlam. And so over the course of about over the course of about 1 or 2 months, we have, there's a lot of work that I have to do. And so by the time we get to the nuns' winter Dharma gathering, I'm actually often physically quite tired and exhausted. And because of this, I'm not able to teach as well as I would like, although I do the best I can to teach what I can. But in any case, I hope that the bright and pure white aspects of this will all be able to bring you benefit and help.